debate number 1. And what is our topic?
So today we're talking about if video games are education.
Okay, let's get started here.
Who's pro?
Ready? First
We are
person.
the pros. They're the
Here we go.
amateurs. Okay, so today we're talking about if video games are educational. We're the cons and they are the
pros. And we think that video games are bad because they're not really helpful, because a lot of reports saying that people get addicted way too easily. They don't really focus on the educational part of the games and more of the other part.
And video games, if you play too much, you might be obsessed with it. And it's like you don't want to do work, you don't want to eat food, and you just want to play games and sit there and waste time. So it's not good for body health and not good for your study.
And you can also learn bad stuff, inappropriate, rude, violent, and many other bad stuff, because they might be doing some secret activity without the teacher or parent knowing, so that could be something they take advantage.
And if you're obsessed with video games, you will waste a lot of time because you're always playing games, not studying. So your lifetime is wasted.
Connecting to that point, it will be very unbalanced. So these are the some of our points, and we will be talking about.
Okay, next group.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be a full.
It's supposed to be, but that's okay.
Don't. Okay, we're just gonna have to make them as long. Yeah, because we have one sentence. Okay.
All right, here we go.
I'll start.
do it next time?
No, wait,
Yeah.
you start. Yeah, okay.
3, 2, 1, start.
Okay, so we're the pros of are video games educational? So first of all, we think that they're educational because you can learn unique things about the video games, and you can think outside of the box during while you're playing the video games, and you know different things in life. Like you can, if you're playing an NBA game and someone does something really cool, then you want to do that in real life. So then you practice and practice until you get really good at it, and then you get close to trying to do that. Okay, so so you get really good at it, like he said, and then because of that video game, there are tons of different video games. There's football, which could influence you to throw a good football, or basketball to do something.
Here.
Okay. Okay, so you can dunk, and then so once you do that, then you will get off of the video game after a while, because the video game already did what it was meant to do to you.
You're here.
Guys, listen to the points, though. Just don't say it to hear your voice.
You're here.
Okay, so and then if that video game is rude or has a lot of violence in it, it's usually not very realistic. So then it doesn't take, yeah? Okay, so in most video games, if you do something bad, you go to jail and you have to pay the game money. So if you do something bad in real life, then the game shows you that if you do something bad, the results are you go to jail.
Really? Really? That's a good point.
And also, just to wrap this up, most video games aren't realistic, that are violent. So then, if you get shot, you get wounded in the game. That is in real life, and then it ends the game, and you have to restart all over again.
Okay,
That
now
would
we're
be
going to
the same
go.
in real life, except you won't get to restart.
We're going to the next section, please. Here we go. So you're going to expand on your arguments. Give us evidence. All right, guys, start it. Shh. Here we go.
So our first point is that you might be obsessed with it, addicted to it, and you can't control yourself. And so first of all, some people might think that if you're allowed to play games, it's something you earn. So if your parent says, "Oh, you're doing really bad homework. If you do homework, I'll let you play this for some more time." So parents think that they should do that in order to get their children to do their homework. But what the study shows that they don't really care about the homework, and they don't do it very well. So they just sloppily and just want to just play the game. So their main ideas on the game and not what they're supposed to do.
And also, like in video games, there's tons and tons and tons and tons of games, and there's like a little bit of educational. Since like if it's not exciting, not attractive to the people, and now the people's like more like gun games instead of educational games, and so like when you're playing those exciting games, you'll learn really bad stuff. For example, violence.
You could say point of interest.
Okay.
Point of interest.
Point of interest.
You have 15 seconds. Go.
Okay, so if it's an educational game, when you're really little, like a toddler, they make games that help you learn math, and it's actually fun since you get to use different
Time.
ways.
Another point is that you can damage your. You can also waste your money because many games have the money inside. So if you're really obsessed and addicted to it, you will care so much that you actually spend nearly all your money on buying something in the game.
Okay. Time. Let's go to the next group.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, so most video games are educational, even if it's like a gun game. Like
There's no boobs.
if it's a gun game, like the army or something. Like when I go to the base, I always see like big muscular people checking out like gun games because they have to know this stuff. Because when they go to war, they have to like know what it's about.
Hey, there's no booze. There's no booze. There's only agreeing or not agreeing.
Okay, let me take this over. So actually, in real life, what people do in the Marines, they actually buy Call of Duty and stuff like that to like show them, but they have realistic guns, so it's like a motion sensor. So you know, like Xbox or not? There's an Xbox. You can play video games. Like if you kick like this, you're actually kicking a soccer ball in the game.
Point of interest.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so when you're playing the game, you're actually just moving your fingers. So you might say that it's finger exercise. But what
No. They're point of interesting you goofball. So you're gonna get it back in a
So when
second.
you have finger exercise, it's not really helping every the other places. So that's really.
There's no point of interest from the audience.
Okay.
Time. Back.
Okay, so if like
There's no point of interest from it.
Yeah. So
if
it's
something like
kicking
pops out, and you have to like click a button fast, you get good reflexes. Like, if you're getting robbed or something, and he comes up behind you, you will have a reflex to like slap him.
For example, like you're right.
There's no point of interest now. Out of order. It's the last 30 seconds.
Okay, so like in real life, this guy was like running up behind him, and then he just had the reflex and kicked back and kicked his face, and so he like dropped all the jewels and stuff, and then everything was safe.
And then when you're playing a Wii game, you get you'd be more
Time.
friendly with your family.
Time. Okay. Time for rebuttal. Rebuttal. 1 minute.
Owen is winning right
Here we go. Hey, there's. Shh.
Hey, I'm with that one.
1 minute. Go.
Like you said, you get your reaction really fast. That's true. But if you just play games without exercising your muscle, you might be react really fast, but you can't kick that hard. It's like pump.
It's only expected in the game and not in real life. So you're just walking like, oh, this is where everyone else. And then there's this guy behind you, and you don't expect it because you know it's not a game. So it comes up, and then you, I don't know, something
Point of
happens.
interest.
There's no point of interest on rebuttals.
And like if you really obsessed with video games, you won't like really obsessed. You won't think this world is real. So you can do whatever you want, like bad stuff, like rob banks and bad stuff.
Okay, so I read this thing on a website that there was this one kid who was obsessed with this game called World of Warcraft, and he was very obsessed that he.
Time. Other teams rebuttals.
Okay, so wait.
No, okay.
1
So
minute for a rebuttal.
Oh.
in games, if it's really rude
Okay, wait,
or
I got one.
swearing, you can turn it off. Like you can turn off the swearing, you can turn off the blood and everything like that to make it less violent, but it will still be a bit violent, but it will be better than before.
Okay, so wait, crap. Wait, I forgot again. Oh yeah. So like, if you don't play video games and you're like this guy who like studies a lot, and you get robbed, you're gonna like be there and be like frozen because you're like gonna not know what to do. But in video games, they can teach you. Like if a robber comes in your video game, you kind of gotta beat him up. So, but if in real life, like you've never had this situation before, so you'll just be like frozen, and then he'll like come at you and then like knock you out or something.
Time.